Hello, welcome back to Fires and Gaming. My name is Ben, and today we're going to continue on with Brass Restoration. So last time out, we were dealing with the fallout from the incident, and found out that Yoshine was planning on entering the pro contest despite the damage to her arm. So, let's pick it up here the next day. I opened my eyes to the morning sunlight. I try to get up. Ugh, my body feels heavy. My head feels like it's still sleeping. I feel like I've taken too many sleeping pills. Well, I've never had any. I'm just guessing. I need to get up, though. Alright. Raise my body up with a yell. I put too much power into it and I fall forward. My head goes into the blanket. And right back to sleep. The soft blanket puts me to sleep. No, I have to get up. Competition Senpai's entering us today. I can't be late for this. Well, I don't know what to do at all, though. But let's be optimistic. Let's get up now. Alright. I throw my body up. And face plant into the floor. I see stars. I start to feel faint. And I fall onto the pillow, which is used for comfortable sleep. Genius. The soft pillow puts me to sleep. No, I have to get up. I slowly raise my body. What happened twice will not happen a third time. First thing I think about is not about Senpai, but that my head hurts. I think I hit my head on the bed. Ouch. I get up with a stagger. I bet it swelled up. It really hurts. Well, not as much as Kotaro's punch. I'd be unconscious if it was his punch. But I'm wide awake now from the pain. But it can't be helped that I was dozing off. I was thinking of how to stop Senpai all last night, and I finally went to bed when the sun came up. I've only slept for about 4 hours. I knew I wouldn't come up with anything no matter how much I thought about it, but I had to keep thinking. Well, I still don't have any solutions. I guess thinking too much is useless. Let's go eat. Go into the kitchen, open the fridge. The cold air inside feels good. I might starve to death. Must have been thinking about Senpai too much lately. Things in the fridge have already expired. Cucumber's gone bad, and the cucumber that's gone bad and soft is grieving. I swing the cucumber around. I try to do something stupid with it, but I stop since it won't help my hunger. I don't remember the last time I went grocery shopping. What should I do? Oh yeah, should be something in the cabinet. I open it up. Soy sauce, oil, and onions. Cockroaches by the onions. Apparently they died of hunger since the only food in here is cut off from them by a net. I decided to clean the cockroaches up. Not only did they die of hunger, but it seems that they ate each other. This makes it even more nasty. What cannibalism? I recall the word I learned in history class. This doesn't help my hunger either. Calorie Mate and cereal are all gone now. I've been eating them a lot recently since I was in a rush to see Senpai. Guess I'm blind when it comes to love. Well, I guess I can make something with this. I put the cucumber in the pickles jar. Put the onion in the miso soup, and I also cook some onions. I cook some rice as well. I can go to the convenience store if I need anything else. Well, there's still some time until the rice is done cooking. What should I do? Keep worrying about Senpai in my free time. I have to do something that might stop Senpai. Since it doesn't seem like I can solve this by myself, maybe I should ask for someone's help. In that case... let's see. Probably better to talk to Minori. Theoretically, she would be more level-headed than Kotaro. I decided to call Minori. It might work if I could convince Senpai with Minori and Spomi-chan, since they're also going to the competition. Senpai might not listen to me, but it should be hard for her to refuse if all of us convince her. I guess I'll do so. Call Minori on my cell phone. Yaku, what's going on? She knows me from the number. You know what day today is, right? Yeah? Then let's go. Come on over quickly. What? Are you sure I'm fine? Are you in a panic? Because... what's wrong? No, you have Senpai. That's why I'm asking you to come with me. What? You've tasted such a thing? Cheating? Why do you think so? It's terrible. You're trying to shove how close you guys are. I never knew you were so horrible. Calm down, Minori. I think there's a misunderstanding. Today's that movie showing since the first Sunday of the month, right? It's about that famous sinking ship, too. It's caused kissing in the movie theater to become really popular. You don't know that Senpai's competition is today? No. That's next week, right? Senpai told me so at the hospital. That's going on today. Just come over. We have to convince Senpai. That's a lie. I've got the letter too, and it says it's next Sunday. Wait, really? Really? Crap, she got me. She probably sent fake letters to everyone. So she knew what I was going to do. Minori, that letter's a fake. Senpai's trying to stop everyone from stopping her. Just come, we have to stop her. Sorry, I can't do that. Why? Senpai gave us a gift of family travel. Air ticket, hotel ticket, dinner ticket, and it all expires today. What's more, we're on the trip right now. Don't be bribed. I know, but if you know, just come here. Don't you think Senpai wants it so that only you come? Maybe, but I can't do that. I don't think it'll work even if we go. I don't think Senpai will let us, And what? We might be able to stop her if we all go there, but will that really solve all of Senpai's problems? Would it prevent Senpai from going into despair? Would she be able to look for her hope after we stop her? I don't think so. It may be true, but it might be irresponsible for me to say this, but I think only you can save her. I can't do anything for her now. But what can I do? I'm not even over my own problem yet. What can someone like me do for her? Ryokun, Senpai doesn't need the Ryokun that's God's problem solved. What she needs is Ryokun that can make her see reality. You know that too, right? Then you can do it. No, you can definitely do it. Can I? All I can say is that I can't do anything for her. Nor Kodoro-kun, nor Tsubomi, nor Kori-chan. Please save Senpai, Ryokun. You're the one that understands the pain of losing music. I think understanding her pain is enough. It's using one problem to solve another problem. Please think of it that way. Alright, I don't know what I can do, but I'll do my best. Thanks, Minori. Yeah, good luck. I hang up, feeling like there's something I missed. I still feel like there's a solution. But like Minori said, there's nowhere to run now. I don't want to overestimate my ability. I don't want to be conceited about my small power. But I have to use all of my small powers to face Senpai. Let's stop thinking about the results. I can only move forward. It can't be helped if I fail. Even if I fail, I'll keep trying until I save Senpai. Let's get prepared. I head up to my room. Take out my suit from the closet. The last time I wore this is when I went to Senpai's party. Senpai was full of hope then. And I'm here right now because she helped me with her hope. I want to see her hopeful too. Or hopeful again. Not just with an empty hope like now, but a hope with pride. The vision from that time is engraved in my mind. The moment I see that, I feel a great sense of duty. And courage comes with it. It's not if I can do it or not. I have to do this. I won't think about anything else. I change into my suit. It feels like I'm changing into a combat uniform. My artificial hand is there in place of the hanging sleeve. The proof that I understand how Senpai feels. Proof that Senpai likes me. Let's get going. I decide to get going. Hold on. I got too heated up and I forgot to eat. I have to eat so I'll have energy later on. Can't go into battle with an empty stomach. And the miso soup was on the stove all this time. It was boiling and the bottom's a bit burned up. The house might have caught on fire if I'd left it as it was. I'll eat before I go. It's still too early in the first place. I decided to eat before I go. Nice job repeating yourself there a bunch of times. Well, it's about time for me to head out. I head out with my sense of duty and uneasiness. Bright sky, warm wind, flowers by the side. Winter's already passed. Senpai's graduation's near as well. Will she be able to graduate happily? The clear blue sky gives me some hope. It's been a while since I went to the hall. Well, it's not that long ago that I last went. I went there almost every month before I lost my arm. There's always some kind of recital there every month. I thought I'd never go there again since I want to get away from music. I didn't think I'd go there again due to such an ironic turn of events. Maybe fate will never allow me to completely run away from music. That's what I think. I get to the station and buy the ticket with a familiar movement. I got onto the train without thinking. I usually kill time by reading a book or something, but let's think about Senpai for now. Let's simulate convincing Senpai. Best way would be to see her before she performs and to convince her at that time. I won't be able to talk to her once she goes into the waiting room. If she performs, her life as a musician might end there. I have to think about what I'll say to her. I can't think of anything that may be able to convince her. Senpai is desperate. It's impossible for someone else to influence her in a situation like that. Then let's think about the worst case scenario. The worst and the very, very best result would be for Senpai to fail. I hate myself for wishing for such a future. Anyways, I have to try hard rather than hope for the best. Phew, I'm getting exhausted. I'll space out for a while. We'll be arriving at CQ Hall shortly. The exit will be on your left side. Oh, we're almost there. I get up and wait for the door to open. I get out of the train, walk inside the station, and get to the direct path to the CQ Hall. You can tell how important this hall is for the town from the fact that you can go directly there from the station. It's a hall made for many purposes: concerts, community events, conventions, etc. I remember shaking the first time I played here because of how big the building was, so many people showed up. Performers from all over Japan are going to be performing. It's a competition of the talented. I show my admission ticket and head towards the audience seat. The performance hasn't started yet. I should put my bag here and go look for Senpai. Senpai will come here, so she should be in the waiting room. I don't think they'll let me in there, but I might be able to talk to her if I get her to come out. I guess I should go ask. Go out to the hallway, go to the waiting room door, and call the attendant there. Yes? I'm supposed to meet Kashba Yoshine-san, who's performing today. Could you go get her for me? Alright, and your name? Takiguchi Ryo. Then I shall go tell Kashba-san. Please wait here. You'll bother other people if you talk in the hallway, so please talk in the main hall. Thank you. So you came. Thank you for keeping your promise. I feel the same kind manners from her that I felt at her party. Is that the dress you're wearing at your birthday party? Yes, it's my favorite. Is it beautiful? Yeah, it's really beautiful. I don't say it, but I'm sure that shouldn't be the only reason she's wearing this dress. The long sleeves and the gloves are hiding Senpai's wound. I'm sure they'd stop her if they saw her wound. You seem well. Yes, I finally made it here, so I can't lose out now. But how can you enter? You shouldn't have healed up yet, and you should feel pain if you move your hand around. That's... I can tell she doesn't want to say it. Huh, you use painkillers, huh? Yes. Do you want to win that bad? It doesn't matter if you win here if you can't play in the future. But I have to win this competition. What are you talking about? Is it that important to become a pro? Is taking first place in the competition that important? Yes, I have to win no matter what, or else. Something drips to the ground. It's her tears. But I can't let that distract me now. I'll use words that'll hurt her if it's in order to save her. I'm sure you can be a pro if you win this competition, but I don't know if you can stay in an orchestra if they find out about your wound. You might need to start all over, but that's the best thing for you, right? You understand that, right? Say something, Senpai. Please, Senpai, I like you. I can't let someone I like hurt themselves like this. You should start over. Tell her that I like her is my last resort. I know that. Senpai suddenly explodes if I've hit the wrong spot. I'm sorry if I angered you, but if you know that... Well, what? Senpai hesitates. I'm sorry, I can't talk to you anymore. Senpai turns around. Wait, Senpai. Senpai runs out of the hall. I try to follow her, but Senpai's already in front of the waiting room. I have to go practice now. Senpai goes inside and closes the door. Heavy door seems like it's refusing me. As long as she's in there, there's nothing I can do. I guess I can only hope for the result of the competition. Since she's using painkillers, she might win with her abilities. If she does well, she can join orchestra and maybe given time for her wound to heal. Then all my worries would just have been needless worry. But what is this? I have a really bad feeling about this. Feels like something terrible is going to happen. I'm sure this is needless worry too. I'm sure I feel this way because many things have happened up to now. Only optimism can make me feel better now. There's nothing I can do. I guess I'll go watch the performers. I go back to my seat. We'll now begin the Old Japan Instrumental Competition for the year 2003. It finally starts. I've never been in an audience for competition before. I was always a performer. Looking at how big this is, I kind of understand why Senpai wants to win so badly. I couldn't stop her. Now all I can wish for is for Senpai to win. I can only watch on. If everything can be solved just by watching, that's good. Let's just hope nothing happens. Program 1, Violin by Satsuka Mayumi-san. Fumie High School 3rd year. So it starts. I look at the program list. Flutes come forth. That's pretty early. It's violin, cello, piano, then flutes. I'll wait for her turn. Many great performers are performed one after another. It's a very awkward sentence. High schoolers who are just practicing in a club can't even apply for this competition. This works as a protest because everyone here is trying to become professional. I get heated up just listening to them. I guess the musician inside of me is still alive. Pianos are starting, so it's next. I wait for the piano to be over. I hear a strange sound. What happened? The performance stops. Huh? No sound? Performer's hitting the keys frantically, but nothing comes out of the piano. Did the piano break down? People start to talk. The judges go up to the stage to see what's going on. They gather around the piano. I'd explain what happened. What happened? I'm terribly sorry, but the piano was not maintained well enough and a few wires were snapped. We will need to replace these wires, so we will have the lunch break now. Continue the performance in 50 minutes. Not enough maintenance, huh? That seems really sketchy. It's only negligence to let something like that happen in such a big competition. Can't be helped now since it's already broken. I guess I can go see Senpai. Although she might not want to see me. I go back to the waiting room. There's still the attendant there at the no entry area. Excuse me, can I go see Performer right now? Sorry, everybody's practicing at this time. I see. Decided to go back to my seat after looking at the door. The waiting room door opens. What's going on? I turn around quickly. Senpai? Senpai runs down the hallway in a rush. No, it's more like she's in a panic. Her eyes are wide in shock, and she looks like she's frightened of something. What could have happened? It has to be something big, I think. Can't call out to her because it's so sudden, so I follow after her. Senpai runs outside. She must be pretty out of it to go out in her dress. She's calling someone on the payphone. It's probably because this building is made to block off phone signals, so they won't ring during performances. But I wonder who she's calling. Why is there a need to call someone? She'll see me if I open the entrance door, so I watch her from inside. I can't hear her. I can't read lips either, but her expression shows fear and panic. Should I find out why? But I can't ask her now. Senpai looks even sadder now as she continues her call. I don't hear the sound, but Senpai hangs up with an expression of despair. She comes back, hanging her head. She must be sad or something. This is it. I'm sorry. Senpai's crying. What's wrong? What does she have to cry about? Seeing her, I can't say anything to Senpai. It seems she has a delicate matter on hand, like a glass ornament emitting a sad light. I want her to be like that for now, instead of trying to help her. I'm sure there are problems only Senpai understands. I think I'm just conceited to try to solve everything for her. No matter what kind of problem it is, Senpai can solve it. Or so I think. I go back to my seat after I see her off. Thank you for waiting. We will now start the afternoon performances. Please take your seats. Curtains are raised and the girl that was performing comes back. And the performance starts. Maybe it's because she had time to calm down, but she sounds better than before. Well, I'm sure you get less nervous the second time. She might have been lucky in a way. We will now begin the flute category. I open up the program and look for Senpai's name. She's performing fourth, so it'll be a while. I guess I'll listen to how good the others are. Second person finishes. They're both good. They can both be professionals. They made no mistakes and their skills are perfect. As one would expect from people entering this competition. At the very least, they don't seem like high schoolers. I bet they've been playing since they're children, but Senpai is still better. What I've listened to from her is beyond this level. It's not that the song is good, but it feels like the song is alive. If that's there, Senpai shouldn't lose. If she can play like she used to. But can she do that? I'm troubled by how Senpai was earlier. I've never seen her in a panic like that. You can't calm down if you're disturbed before the performance. But I can only trust Senpai. I wait for her performance. I just want to get rid of this uneasiness I'm feeling. The performance ends. Alright, Senpai should win if she plays like she normally does. I watch full of hope. Since I couldn't stop Senpai, I can only hope for her to win. Next is Kashubel Yoshine-san's performance. It's finally here. Senpai shows up with her flute in her hand. She walks slowly to the center of the stage. Huh? It looks a bit awkward. She looks like she's about to fall. Is she nervous because her pro life is on the line? I wouldn't think someone as experienced as her would get nervous. The experienced performer doesn't even notice the nervousness, because they can only think about the performance. If Senpai is nervous, she will lose. But she could regain herself once she starts. Which will it be? I wait for the performance to start. Senpai gets ready clumsily. Calm down, Senpai. Her arm is shaking and her face is stiff. What's wrong? Get yourself together. Senpai takes a breath and tries to start her performance. No, you'll mess up if you play like that. I scream in my mind. The sound of her breath echoes. I hang my head as I hear that. I would have screamed if I wasn't here. Senpai tries to move her shaking hand to create sounds, but there's no sound. Please stop. I can't bear to watch. Someone stop her. Wasn't she the best one? No way. I never heard that she got nervous. People are starting to talk, but Senpai's still trying to play. But her shaky hand isn't even holding the flute steady. Senpai's starting to cry. She can't even breathe into the flute that way. Oh. The flute drops out of her hand. And it's the sound of a hammer breaking Senpai's future. Senpai's hand, covered in a purple and red dress, tries to pick up the flute. Wait. Why is her dress red? Red and purple? Wasn't her dress all purple? Could that be blood? Wasn't any indication of that. The muscles don't move in pain while using painkillers, so the wound shouldn't open up. Could she have been in a panic before because the painkiller wore off during that 50-minute break? Since painkillers affect the brain, it's almost impossible to take them consecutively. She looked sad earlier. Probably because her doctor didn't allow her to take any more. Why didn't she give up? If she understood what I wanted to say, why did she still want to win? Judges get up to the stage, noticing her strangers, and take her behind the stage. To have someone else come up on the stage to help you, I know that's the biggest humiliation a performer can get. They start to explain what happened amidst all the commotion. About the incident. I don't wait for them and I get up. Why? I'm exhausted and I sit in a chair in the hallway. She made the biggest mistake. Senpai's future might have just been closed off. I look down the hallway to the waiting room. The waiting room is connected to the stage, so I should be able to see Senpai soon, but I want to let Senpai be alone for now. I think it's considerate to leave her alone and not comfort her irresponsibly after she's been humiliated like that, but I still want to watch over her. I think that's my duty for now. Senpai comes out from the waiting room. She has bandages wrapped around her arm. Did I see that person before? Why'd you enter with that wound? I understand you want to win, but it shouldn't do you any good to push yourself and fail. I needed to win no matter what. Well, I'm not interested in the reason, but I have to tell you that we will not accept you into our orchestra. No way. Can you not wait until I heal, please? Senpai bows. The man watches her with a bothered expression. It's certainly disappointing to give up on such talent as yourself, but we have restrictions that we will only accept the people who win this competition. I might have been able to bend that rule if it was just nervousness that caused your mistake, but... Man pauses and shakes his head. It's hard to say this, but I also know that your ability is not guaranteed to return when the wound heals up. Considering that, we can't just leave the position open and wait for you. We need a new member right away. Even if you have the talent, we cannot take such risks. And then I can try again after my wound heals? No, there shouldn't be any changes in the roster for a few years to come. I'm sorry, but this was your chance. Why are you crying? You should be able to join some other orchestra if your arm heals up. It's just that you couldn't enter our orchestra. Have more hope. Yes, but that won't do. Well, someone should be here to pick you up soon. Go treat your wound. Are you fine by yourself now? Yes, I'm very sorry I caused you so much trouble. Goodbye. Senpai is waiting for a ride outside. I can't say anything to her. I shouldn't try to do something by myself now. But Senpai comes to me for help. I'll do my best for her. That's what I think. I hear the car. A familiar limo comes to pick Senpai up. She gets in and goes home. Well, I should go home as well. I'm sure there'll be things I need to do, so I should rest and be prepared for that. I go back to the station and head home. Feels like I haven't relaxed in a while, but Senpai is probably... It must be hard for her. Thinking about Senpai all the time now. I'm not thinking like in love terms, but I hope that someday I can think like that. There's nothing I can do for her right now, so all I can do is wait for my next chance. I shouldn't blindly help her, but I should get ready for when she comes to me for help. So let's wait until Senpai sorts things out herself. I shouldn't try to solve things for Senpai, but it's important to try to solve problems together. I guess it all starts tomorrow. No matter the result, I feel calm, like after a big event. Maybe I should play a game or read a book. Even though there's the thing Senpai, I can only play something like that for now. Game I can play with one hand. I guess a detective game? Comeback punishment. You're a lawyer in this game, and you try to give a death sentence to the true criminal. It even has the warning this game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. It's just right for me, so you need to think about it, come up with a solution. I haven't played it yet after I bought it, so I shouldn't just let it sit there. Let's start. So I'm done with Chapter 4. I have played through it since I haven't played many games recently. It's already dark. Outside the window, stars are shining above the city lights. The time is 2 a.m. There's school tomorrow, so I should go to bed. Yeah, I decided to change into my pajamas. Wait, I've been wearing the suit all the time? I'm forgetful. I've been sitting down in my suit, so it's all wrinkled up. I'll have to iron it. Alright. I get the iron ready. Take my suit off and start ironing. The door's making noise. What is that? Must be the front door. Let's see. Put my face to the door and peek outside. I can't see anything outside. Even if it's dark out, I should be able to see something. It should be fine since the door's locked. Who is it? There's no reply, but the knob is making noise. Poltergeist? Well, I don't believe in such things. Well, I did get scared after watching a scary program at night. Huh? The doorknob's making sounds, but it's not churning. It's not a burglar, is it? It seems like the person's picking the lock. I don't have time to call the cops. I need to find a weapon. My artificial hand might work, but they might have a blade or something. I get a knife from the kitchen and hide in my room. It's a dangerous weapon, but I should be fine with this if I don't stab them in any vital spots. I'm thinking of terrible things, huh? I hear the knob turn. The door opens. The person's coming in. My heart's pounding. Should I stab or be stabbed? I hear footsteps. They're coming near me. Crap, please don't find me. They move away. The person doesn't notice me hiding and goes to my bed. The person has this black robe on. They must be insane. Well, I can't see the face though, but I'm sure that's what a demon would look like. Back's turned to me, so this is my chance. Yeah. Tackle the robe and push it onto the bed. I hold onto its arm and put the knife up to its throat. I can't just stab it right away. Who are you? Person's not holding any weapons. Isn't this person too frail to be a burglar? The arm feels slender and soft. It feels rather good touching it. Let me see your face. I'm going to call the cops now. It tries to resist, but I pull the robe off. What are you doing, Senpai? It's Senpai. Don't scream near the one who came into the house. Yeah. That was terrible. I don't care. Why are you screaming? First of all, why'd you do such a thing? I'm being pushed down by a half-naked guy with a knife. I'm being raped by the person I love. Yeah. Yeah, I was ironing in my underwear. If I call the cops right now, I might be the one arrested. Would I make the newspaper? Hold on, I'll put something on. Okay. Even though she was screaming, she suddenly sounds depressed. I get off with Senpai and put something on quickly. Then I bring some tea. We sit down and I face Senpai. So, why did you do this? I wanted to be with you. I don't know what happened, but I don't want to die with you. That's not what I meant. So, what is it? I'm not confident in myself anymore. I wanted to help you so much and I thought I understood you. Senpai cries out. So hard that I think your frail body can't take such a force. Senpai, I was wrong. I pretended I knew how you felt just because I was a musician just like you. I finally realized you didn't just lose your arm and your music. Did something happen after that? Yes, my teacher who coached my flute abandoned me, saying that I disappointed him. Not only my teacher, but all the other performers said that I had no future. That's hard for me too. I don't know how many times I thought about killing myself. That's why I didn't want Senpai to experience this. That's why I worked so hard, but I can't bear such things. What really makes me sad is about you. About me? I think you know, but my family hates you. Even though you didn't intend it, you acted in a way to hurt my feelings. Even though it was an accident, you injured my arm. Yeah, I knew that. My father told me today that you're not suited for me. He said he doesn't want me to see you and that he'll disinherit me if I go out with you. I can bear insults towards me. I can take any pain if I'm with you. I can't stand people rejecting you. And how can you think so? Because... Senpai moves her lips, still crying. You're the person I've loved the most in my life. What? Senpai says something that I might not even hear once in my lifetime. Me? I admired you. At first I was only watching how you were into music and the results and your looks, but I admired how you could try so hard to save Minoe-san and I when you were hurt yourself. I thought that you'd make whoever you're with happy. I just couldn't stand seeing someone important to me getting hurt in front of me. I liked you more and more since you could be naturally kind. I love you. Senpai says so with a smile. It reminds me of a goddess-like kindness, but I was always powerless. I was always just going along with the situation, and I was only trying to cover up my mistakes. But I didn't know it was supporting Senpai and giving her hope. How big of a fool was I? Thought helping people meant to change their future with my own powers, but it's not just that. It's also to believe in the power others have. I can take in Senpai with my own will. I can believe in that. Are you sure about it being me? I don't want anybody else. I also like you, Senpai. Then can you show it to me through your actions? Huh? Senpai closes her eyes and draws her face close. She's like a mermaid putting her head toward me while sitting down. I want to accept her love. I want to feel Senpai. Love for Senpai fills my mind. But something's still bothering me. Senpai believes in me. Senpai loves me. We both like each other, but I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what it is, but can I do this? No, Senpai. Why? Do you not like me? Senpai opens her eyes. She makes a sad face as if I said something unexpected. That's not it. I'm not sure, but I feel like there's something wrong with this. What's wrong with liking someone, loving someone, trying to be with them forever? I don't know what's wrong yet, but I think I'll regret it forever if I ignore this feeling. Then you won't choose me? That's wrong. I want to be with you forever, and I can devote my life for you. I love you more than anything in this world. Then why? Senpai keeps asking me. I think she wants to keep my love all to herself. I'm glad you love me. I think I may be the happiest man in the world. But aren't you blindly going after this happiness from love? I think you're blind to what real happiness is. That's not true. Either way, this isn't something you can choose by yourself. You have to take my opinion into consideration, right? That's true, but I'm not intending to make you suffer, so can you give me a day to think about this? I'll accept your love. I can't come up with anything in a day, so can you wait? Alright, I'll wait for a day. I hope you'll give me a good reply. You're tired, right? You should go to sleep. I'll let you borrow my pajamas so you can sleep in that. Okay. Sleep well, okay? A lot's happened today. There's school tomorrow, but I won't wake you up, so sleep all you want. Yes, thank you. Ryoko? What? Do you want to sleep together? Senpai blushes as she says so. Now I feel my heart jump. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't think I'd be able to stop myself if I do that. That's too bad. Then I'll go change now. Go ahead. Senpai goes to bed after changing. I guess she was going to stay up to talk with me, but her fatigue caused her to fall asleep right away. I think her sleeping face is beautiful, but I have to be thinking now. I can't think of what's missing from Senpai. If I can heal her heart, I think that's something to be happy about, but I have to find out the cause of that feeling when she tried to kiss me. I try recalling all that's happened since I met Senpai. The time Senpai gave me his arm as a present. The time Senpai tried to get me back into music. The time Senpai tried to get me to recover when I was in despair. The time I tried to stop Senpai. There are lots of other things, but I think there's a hint there somewhere. Why did we all act the way we did? What did we wish for from the start? And what are we losing sight of right now? That's probably the answer I'm looking for. I think hard to figure it out. Awesome. Monday, April 7th. I wake up feeling the light coming through the curtains. I guess I fell asleep while I was thinking. The time is... it's 9:30. I'm completely late. But I was going to skip school today because of Senpai. I have to tell Senpai about how I feel today. But I still don't have a definite answer yet. How's Senpai? I look at the bed. Senpai twists her body in reaction to the light. Her hair is spread all over the bed and it looks mysteriously charming. I want to find real happiness for her. I don't want her to rely on happiness given to her by others. I want her to be able to have her own wishes and be able to find her own happiness. I guess I need to give her the final push to do that. I have to come up with the answer today, no matter what. I swear to myself. There's not much time until Senpai wakes up. I want to be determined and be strong. Well, I'll go make her something. I probably can't make anything she usually eats, but she'll have to eat when she wakes up. I go to the kitchen and decide to make some ham and eggs. Wait, when did you go to the store? All done. I grab 2 plates. Senpai is still sleeping. I did promise her that I wouldn't wake her up, but I have to get her to eat. Senpai, breakfast is ready. Can you wake up? Ryoko? Yeah, you can go back to sleep after you eat, so can you wake up for now? I'll wake up now. Oh, you don't have to get changed. You can eat on the bed. You might want to go back to sleep, right? Senpai raised her body and straightens her hair. It should be hard for her to eat without binding her hair. I give her the tray and she puts it on her lap. Did you make this? Yeah, I'm sure I'm not as good as your cook, but we have to eat. Might taste bad, but please eat it. No, I appreciate it. Her left hand must still be in pain as she picks up the bread with her right hand. How is it? It's about average. Senpai smiles as she replies. Well, it'd just be a lie. Sound like a lie if you told me it's good, but more importantly... Yes? Well, I just thought you finally smiled. You're right. Well, I can be happier if you're with me. I don't want to say this, but why don't you go home? Even if your parents did approve of me, they'd have to be worried about you. But I won't be able to hear your reply if I do that. I'll go tell you afterwards. I keep my promises, so... You can't do that. Senpai cries out. She slides out of bed and stares at me. What's wrong? You don't trust me? I can't. I don't have time. Are you in a hurry? I don't want to go back. I won't be able to see you again if I do. Senpai starts to cry. Why do you think I covered myself up just to come to your house? Oh yeah, why? My father made me promise while I was in the hospital that I would have to study abroad if I didn't win the competition during the orchestra. He said he wouldn't let me see you again. He said he wouldn't allow me to be with you. You promised such a thing? That must be why you didn't listen to me. So I didn't know anything about the situation you were in, pretended I knew, and I only cornered you instead. That's why I thought about kidnapping you. That's how much I want to be with you. That's a little creepy. Senpai takes out an injector from the clothes she was wearing yesterday. There's a label on it that says anesthetic. I wanted to run away and live with just the two of us. Even if I can't play music anymore, if you're with me. That's all I want. I can't wish for anything more. Senpai. Please, will you live with me? What about money? And what if people come after us? I'm the daughter of the Kashima family. I have enough money to feed us for a lifetime. Not if you get cut off from your money, though. I have enough connections and money to keep up as soon as off. See? Senpai opens her bag. It's filled with jewelry along with this bank book that says she has several billion yen in her account. So much. My mother gave it to me to use in case of emergencies. I have no regrets if I can use it for you. You're my treasure that I can't buy no matter how much I pay. Senpai's putting all her hopes on me. It's like she's saying nothing else will make her happy. Her figure burns into my mind. Senpai's relying on me. I have to protect Senpai. Love and a sense of duty fill my mind. By seeing Senpai like that, I'm beginning to see the answer to why I hesitated when she tried to kiss me. According to that answer, I should... just not accept her love, I guess. I'm really glad to hear that, and I can say I love you. Then you'll be with me? Senpai's face lights up, but I have to say this, so that Senpai won't lose her true happiness. I don't care if she abandons me if I do that. If that will cause Senpai to choose the right future. I want to accept your love. I also want to be with you, but I think you're mistaken. I just realized that you're losing sight of what's really important. I'm mistaken? I just want your love, so what am I mistaken about? I only want you, Ryukun. Senpai looks sad again. I'm sure we can be happy if we stay together from now on. Even though you're enemies with them now, I bet you're not completely satisfied to throw away your family, friends, and life. I do hesitate to throw them away, but I won't have any regrets if it's for you. They're more important to me. If I couldn't ever see you again, I'd rather choose to throw everything away. Senpai looks serious now. She must really need me. I have to direct her to the right future, since she loves such a selfish, stupid guy. I know it's useless for me to work hard to change someone else's future, but if my words will give Senpai hope, and if that causes her to change, it should be meaningful. Senpai, are you going to throw away music as well? You devoted your whole life to music and you wish for me to return to it, but you're going to throw it away just because you like me? You shouldn't wish for such a thing. I don't care about music. My arm is wounded and you're my only... You're acting like I was before. You like music and you're abandoning hope because you have to let it go. You're clinging onto the happiness that you can obtain at the moment, giving up on everything and thinking that you're satisfied with that. I'm getting heated up, but this has to be because of how much I care for Senpai. But You still have a chance, unlike me, Senpai. If you treat it, you might be able to play again. Senpai is starting to cry. I finally realized, when you worked hard to get me back into music, when I tried to stop you from entering the competition, the similarity between the two of us isn't that we like each other, but that we need music in our lives. So I can declare that you're mistaken right now, and this is the answer. I take the flute out from the bag Senpai brought. Why did you bring this when you're ready to throw everything away? So that I can play music whenever I want. You can't throw music away, right? Stop it. You're still not looking at reality. You should know how empty that is. Am I mistaken, Ryokun? Is it wrong to cling on to the future I can easily obtain right now? Yeah, you're mistaken. You're deceiving even your own feelings to cling on to the happiness in front of you, and you're running away from your real desires. I might have liked you at the start because of that. I liked you so that I could look away from the pain that was in front of me. But I know now. I'm attracted to you because I want to share happiness and suffering with you through music. Ryokun. You've tricked many people to get together with me, right? You've tricked Minori and Kotaro, tempted Tsubomi-chan, and deceived your own family. But I don't think all that was bad. Rather, I think it's good to lie if you believe it's for a good cause. But... You're trying to deceive yourself now. You're not looking into your heart, you're trying to deceive yourself with happiness in front of you. You're trying to believe that happiness is the happiness you truly want. But you shouldn't do that. Unlike a lie to others, lie to yourself won't do you any good. You're only clinging to the future like you were doing until now. You're just scared of admitting what's happening to you right now. Then what should I do? I might not be able to see you again if we stay like this. I might not be able to throw away music, like you say, but I don't want to lose you either. If I can only have one, I'd take you, Ryokun. I can't directly change your future for you, Senpai, but I can talk to you so that you can change your own future. You should have the strength to fight for the future you want. It's you that will determine everything in the end. It should be too early to give up, even if your dad's trying to get you to go abroad. You should have the courage to do so. The courage that you used to come here, that you used to come here to run away from everything. Why don't you use that courage to open up a new future for yourself? If you can't choose your own future, you should give up about both music and me. If circumstances around you are making your decisions for you, then that means you don't value either me or music. Senpai starts to cry. Her tears drop onto her flute case. Decide for yourself. Follow your heart. I want both Ryokun and music. Senpai wraps her arms around me. Her action must have been impulsive. Her tears seem to show her diminishing spirit, but her action and words are strong. You finally realized, huh? Senpai's tears drop onto my neck. They're warm, and I feel like I can feel Senpai with them. So I was led astray. I couldn't say things I wanted, chose things that I could get easily, and tried to satisfy myself. Yep, I guess my favor's finally completed now. Thank you, Ryokun, but... What? I'm sure my father will start acting soon. He might use any measure to get me out of this country. Will you come save me if that happens? Yeah. I can't guarantee if I can stop your dad, but I'll go with you if you're taken abroad by hiding in your suitcase or something. What if they check my bag? Then just say I'm a doll you used to practice mouth to mouth and show it to them on the spot. I'll be happy because I can kiss you and I can be with you. That just sounds like you. A total moron. It sure does. You finally smiled. Her smile looks like she's freed from everything. Let's try one more time. Like how you tried to solve Minori and my problem at the same time, and how I tried to solve Kotaro, Minori, and Senpai's problem all at the same time. I don't know what the result will be, but I won't give up until the very end. Thank you for reminding me of what's really important. I'm glad you're the one I like. We embrace each other, not support each other's pain, but to confirm our hope. We keep on talking after that. We talk about our past, how we felt, and our future dreams. It seems that we get closer the more we talk. I never knew the bond of open, honest hearts would be this strong. What should we do now? I said to ask what I almost forgot while I was talking to Senpai. We haven't thought about it, huh? Let's see. You'll argue with your family if you go back now. Since it's late, why don't you stay over for the night? Alright. Today might be the last day we can spend together, so I'd like to be with you. Don't say that. You don't intend to just wait for your fate, right? Of course not. I won't be just waiting anymore. Well, let's have fun today, and let's think that we'll have more fun starting tomorrow. Yes. After that, we talk on. Senpai keeps talking about how she'll change the future. Nobody will be able to stop her now. She accepts everything that's happening to her, and she has the power to change her future. She must have gotten too excited as she starts to doze off after a while. She gets on bed and falls asleep soon after that. Well, I encourage Senpai that much, so I have to do something as well. There should be something about music I can do as well. I can't get up on stage and be a percussionist anymore, but there should be something else I can do. No, I know there's things I can do, but I didn't want to get away from performing, because I wanted to be the center of attention. I wanted to stand up front, have everyone watch me, have everyone praise me, and everyone value me. But you don't really like music when you're thinking like that. You just like yourself being praised by others while playing music. I lost my arm, but my mind's finally made up after helping Senpai out. There's something I should do now while I'm determined. Let's get to it right away. I go to sleep right after I do that. Nice. Alright, this episode's getting kind of long, but it's almost over. This should be the end of the route right here, so let's just finish this out. It's early morning. The sun has just come up. I decide to work in the garden in this bright, refreshing sunlight. Senpai's still sleeping. I want to surprise her, so I don't want her to be up right now. Wow, there's a lot. I'll make a mountain of the things I collected. Mountain's about 40 centimeters tall. This should be enough. I put sweet potatoes under it. I'm only copying what I saw before, but this should be fine. I light the mountain on fire. Catches on fire and starts burning. I need to do something else while it's getting done. I bring out black and white paint from the garage and start painting the things I have. I never knew I had more than 64. All done now. I just have to wait for Senpai to wake up. Before that, I decide to cook breakfast. I'll cook omelet rice today. Go to the kitchen, start cooking. This feels like I'm taking care of Senpai. Is this what you call a married couple? I was made fun of like that when I was with Minori, but it feels natural to be called that in this situation. Well, I like to be the one eating the cooking if I ever get married to Senpai. Breakfast is ready. The baked sweet potatoes in the garden are also ready. Senpai, it's time for breakfast. Get up. Good morning, Ryuku. Senpai wakes up with a sleepy voice. Breakfast ready. Go ahead and eat. Okay, I'm so sleepy since I was tired yesterday. You're going home today, right? You can change. I'll leave the room. You can watch, you know? Senpai makes an evil smile. I think I'll do that after I go through the proper procedures. You're a gentleman, but... What? Can I take those words seriously? What do you mean? That you'll take the proper procedures, isn't that... That's terrible. Must be hesitating because you don't consider me to be a proper fiancé. That's not true. I think it'd be good if I could marry you. Then should we start making arrangements? No, it's too early for that. We won't be going out for that long. But you do want to get married in the future, right? Yeah? My father might be scary, you know? Well, I'll get away from him somehow. I'll get lots of formal marriage requests from around the world. Senpai makes fun of me with a smile. I'm not confident that I'll be better than them, so I'll just lock you up somewhere. Oh, wow, you sure are negative. I can't help it. I'm not that great of a guy. But we love each other, right? I wonder how this happened. I don't know either. Senpai smiles. I'll get the table ready. Come down after you change. Okay, Ryuku. Senpai starts to unfasten her pajamas. Her body looks really sexy. I almost sit down and watch her, but I run out and shut the door. That was close. I almost did something dangerous. Thank you for waiting, Ryuku. Senpai comes down. Here you go, Senpai. Omelet rice and baked sweet potato? It shouldn't be something you get to eat at your place, so I tried making it. That's fine, but I've never heard of having baked sweet potatoes for breakfast. I just felt like making it. I want to refresh my mind. I don't think people make baked sweet potatoes to refresh their mind. Just eat. Alright. I was thinking of playing Othello after we eat. Othello? I'm not that good at it. It's fine. I just want to refresh my mind. I don't know about playing Othello to refresh your mind. It's fine. Then I'll have some. Here you go, Senpai. Oh, can I get a knife and fork as well? Yeah, alright. I hand her a knife. What are you going to use it for? Well, the baked sweet potato? She must have good manners as she eats with a knife and fork. It feels weird seeing something like baked sweet potato being eaten that way. And you should just hold it and bite into it, but I'm sure she's not allowed to do that. I bet she doesn't eat sushi with her hands either. It's really good. Did you go buy it? There won't be any place that's open right now. But this seems like it was cooked in a fire. I made it myself to build a fire in the yard. You were raking leaves? But I didn't know there were fallen leaves this time of year. I was burning my past. Past? Yeah, that's what I mean by refreshing my mind. Could the past be... Senpai looks out the window. That's terrible, Ryuku. No, I've already made up my mind, so this is fine. It'll catch on fire. Fire? I look out the window as well. Oh. I didn't use enough water to put it out completely, so there's a small fire on the timber that's leaning against the storage. I have to go put it out right away. I dumped the water from a bucket on it and put the fire out. That was close. I almost started a fire. After I return to the living room, Senpai takes my hand. The past you burned, could it be? Yeah, it's all my past as a percussionist. I don't need my achievements as a performer now, and it's not something I should be aiming for. I need a new path to walk on, unlike you, Senpai. No way. Senpai runs out without putting her shoes on and searches through the ashes, but she can't find anything. All she's able to find is this small scrap of a certificate, but she still brings me that scrap. Did you do this to push me back? No, I do want to push you back, but... But did you give up everything? I don't such a thing. You're wrong, Senpai. I still have a way to continue music. I wanted to seriously face the possibility. You don't have to force yourself to be like me. You have your own life, so there should be many other ways to find happiness. I've decided my own. I chose not to be bound by my past, and I choose a future where I can continue music, so you don't have to be feeling sad. I want you to look at me now, so you don't have to grieve over not being able to save me in the past. I watched you and decided to choose this future. You saved me, but I'm actually helping you? You're the one who said that people can be encouraged by watching other people working hard. I think that's actually more important. So I was able to do that as well. Put my hands on her shoulders and look into her eyes. We're starting over beginning in today. Let's play Othello after we finish eating. Those Othello stones were gold before, right? Yeah, I didn't know I had more than 64 gold medals. There's some black and white paint on your face. Ah, crap. I'm gonna wash it off. And I'll be waiting for you. Well, that was fun. Why don't you head home soon? We played video games and listened to my CDs until noon. I guess she's never done this before. Somebody seemed really into them. I guess finding out sides of your partner that you didn't know about is an important process in going out. Yes, I'd like to stay here, but... You can use my phone and you can have someone pick you up. It should be tiring for you to carry all that home by yourself. Will they come with me? I think where my family is. That's not something I should be concerned with. I don't think I can give you good results even if I go. You should know that already. I'm still scared of my father. I don't know what he'll do if I go home. They're your parents. No matter how much they may hate me, they're trying to get you away from me because they care for you. So I don't think they'll do anything terrible to you. Well, that might be true, but my father's someone who would do anything. If he does anything terrible, tell him you run away with me. Dad may be strong, but if you tell him you have the courage to run away from him and that you're able to face reality because of me, you should prove to him that you've found true happiness now, and you should convince him that this is the place for you to be. Yes, I'll try, but if it doesn't work, I'll run away from you. Run away with you. You should be able to continue music anywhere, so you can come back here after you get much better. I think running away isn't wrong if you can face yourself no matter where you are. I'm relieved if you can back me up like that, but I'll be going home after I get ready. Oh, Senpai. Yes? You have a really good expression right now. Well, that must be because of you. I don't want to be conceited, but I guess it's better if I say it is. Then I'll go use the phone. Senpai calls her house, quickly hangs up after talking to a servant. She has to go see them in person to talk to them in detail. I hear the familiar sound of the limo. Senpai and I are waiting outside my house. It stops in front of my house and the back door opens like a taxi. At the same time, this scary-looking guy jumps out of the passenger seat. What did you do to her? The guy grabs me. I quickly move my artificial hand and put it right over his eyes. He's nothing compared to Kotaro. I didn't do anything to her. If you think it's a lie, ask Senpai. Are you gonna act dumb? I move my hands closer. Stop that. Do you know what will happen if you disobey me? Senpai says so like a queen on the battlefield. But I have to obey my master, and... If it is my father's order, I'll personally punish you if you hurt that person. Let go of him. Yes. The man glares at me as he lets go. Were you this strong? I would have been weak without your help. I can't say anything too fancy, but good luck. It's gonna be alright. I have courage now. Well, you just proved that. I can wait for you without worries now. You won't just wait for my future now. I'll go convince my stubborn father so you don't have to worry. Senpai, yes? Come back so you can be with me, okay? Of course. Senpai shows her determination with her whole body. I take her hand. Senpai smiles back at me. Go ahead. Yes. Senpai gets in the limo. I watch it go until I can't see it anymore, and I think to myself, can people become strong because of become this strong because of others? We weren't that strong to begin with, but we were able to have confidence in ourselves in the end. It's a mystery to me. Senpai gave me this arm so I could return to music. Senpai called it magic at the time. Even though the result is different, the true meaning of the magic might have been that we experienced troubles, established our strengths, and are able to face music again. Well, I should get going now. Same magic is cast on me as well, so I'm not afraid of anything. I prepare to go to the music club. I thought I'd never be back here, but I'm here right now, so I'm back with a renewed spirit. I open the door. It's Itsuka, are you here? Huh? Senpai? There's something I need to do with you. What? There's so many rumors from your episode with Kashima-senpai, and you're going to do the same thing to Kori, too? I won't stop no matter what you say. I grab her hand. No, help! Senpai's going to violate Kori. Kori can use goods. Shut up a bit. You're resorting to violence already? That's terrible. Teach you how to play the drums, so be quiet. What? Are you alright, Senpai? Have you gone crazy? If I'm crazy or not, it doesn't change the fact that you need practice. I'll be tough on you. Will you meet Kori with a stick if Kori makes a mistake? Kori's been interested in those things, but... What are you talking about? Wait, you're interested? Well, it's possible that she's turned that way after I flicked her in the forehead so many times. But you'll give Kori a carrot if Kori does good, right? Kori will work hard. You're taking the phrase stick and carrot too literally. First of all, you should get happy over carrot. And a pudding parfait is good. What did I say? I'll treat you if you do well. You're not going to cheat Kori? Of course not. Kori will be taught by a strict instructor. My brain cells are dying from fatigue, so my brain has to keep going by feeding off sugar. You can afford to give me something sweet, right? Never. You sound like an anti-drug campaign. No matter what you say, I won't treat you. Kori's angry. But Kori's satisfied. I don't get you. Because Kori's never seen Senpai being happy about music. Really? Yes, so Kori's satisfied. I'll teach you so much you'll regret it. First, we'll start with the drum roll. Alright. Making the same mistakes, you idiot. Ouch, don't hit Kori on the head. My brain cells are going to die. It's fine since you're making mistakes with that head. Try again. That's totally unreasonable. That's it for today. Senpai, my forehead feels like it's bulging out. There's a red swollen spot on her forehead. Bet all that practice caused your brain to grow on your forehead. Good for you. Can't be it. It's swelled up. Well, you did better though. The drum roll's perfect. Kori can't raise my arms anymore. That's too bad. I thought I'd treat you parfait, but I guess you wouldn't be able to eat it if you can't raise your arms. That's a lie, Senpai. That's not true. Well, don't use your arms today and eat like a dog. You're terrible. You're teasing Kori. Teach you tomorrow, too. Look forward to it. No. Well, I need to go now. Yes, Senpai. Goodbye. Kori doesn't raise her arms. It says goodbye while breathing with her shoulders. Well, next is that place. Yo, I'm here again. Oh, Yoshine, I heard you about thing Kashima-san. Are you buying a present again? How do you know about it? Oh, well, she went missing after the concert, right? A detective came to me and asked if I knew where you two were. That's why I thought she was with you. I see. Well, I guess why you're here. Kashima-san influenced you to get back into music, right? And in a different way than before, right? You're right. It's a new field, but I'm not a complete beginner, so I came here for my materials. So, what do you want? I'll give it to you for cheap. I want some blank scores and a book on composition. All right, here. That was quick. I was prepared for it. I think you might want to come back into this field. I've actually heard stories about you. You're pretty good. Well, how much is it? It's free. I'll give it to you as a welcome back gift. Really? You're like how I was before. I've been working hard as a performer, but I got fired when I got RSI from playing too much. Couldn't move my fingers like I used to. Are you running a store like this because you still want to be involved in music? Yes, I have no regrets, though. I was able to perform until I was out, and I could sell music to people devoting themselves to it. I composed a few myself, so I knew you'd be back if you truly liked music. So I was thinking I was the unluckiest guy on earth and was just drowning in my own misfortunes. You never know what happens in life. Even the best performers don't all feel like music is their life. That's why I told you that it's best to do what you want, regardless of if you're good at it or not. So you're here now because you can face reality, right? Yeah, you're right. Thinking back, I might have been thinking that I was special because everyone was praising me. Thought that since I'm a genius, I need to have whatever I did to be praised. Even a genius is human, you know? So they have their difficulties as human. Even a genius is not exempt from it. I think not lamenting over your misfortunes, but rather finding the light within the misfortune is what true courage is, just like Beethoven when he went deaf. That's right. I remember my dad saying that Beethoven really thought the true misfortune was when he lost to that misfortune and not when it happened to him. I don't know how many times I tried to quit before the orchestra fired me. I get depressed when I found out there was someone better than me, and I'd suffer when practicing didn't provide the results I wanted. Then why did you want to stay in music? It wasn't about if I liked music or not. Rather, I wouldn't have come this far if I just liked music. You're not doing it because you like it? I don't get it. There are many things more important. There are many things more fun than music. Music was actually painful when you compare it to other fun stuff. But looking into music provided a challenge to myself, a curiosity for the truth and the unknown, and artistic fulfillment. That's why I wanted to continue music. I wanted to see what was at the very end of the road. I took my improvements for granted. I didn't want to be praised, never cared for such things. Why didn't I notice that till now? Your path to music isn't totally blocked off, right? You can always go up to that challenge. It's still not too late. You'll have to tackle that mystery someday if you're a musician. But I can never be a performer. The owner makes a friendly face. You can't help the different attentions given to different fields. Composer, performers, conductors, teachers, but the whole thing collapses if even one of those is missing. Your life as a musician will not end as long as you try to stay in that loop. I guess I've been taking music lightly up until now. How conceited was I to finally realize that now? But there's still one thing I don't understand. I don't know if there's an answer to this, but I want to ask. Sorry if I'm asking you something without an answer, but yeah? What do you think true music is? That's a hard question. Well, I do have something like an answer. What's that? If you're looking at skills, you can just evaluate yourself and be happy with that, but to communicate something with music, you have to show it off to others. I think you need others to not only check your skills, but to tell them what your song means, communicate to them, and tell them how you feel. We musicians can communicate by letting others feel something on our music, right? I think true music lets others feel something in your music. Music will make people happy and sad. I kind of understand, but that's hard. Think of it this way. Actors show the story in a movie, right? And they act according to the story. We don't only look at how good their acting is or how great the story is. But we also feel what they want to communicate to us through the story, and we can make our own opinion about them. Yeah, that's easy to understand. We just use music instead of these actors, but that's why music is meaningful. I think you know how, since you took music lessons, but music pieces throughout history all have reasons why they were made and different situations they're played in, so music isn't all about skill. He continues, looking as if such a subject doesn't really suit him. People can grow by understanding how other people feel. Use the feeling you have now, put that into music. I think you can get close to the true music that way. Art is there to communicate your feelings, that's what I think. What I want to communicate and what I want people to feel, and the person I want to communicate that to. I don't need to tell you, right? Well, good luck. I'll do anything I can for you. Thanks, I really appreciate this. Just come back and buy something here, okay? Well, let me tell you just this. What? You're not alone. Don't forget that. No, I won't forget it. Thank the owner from the bottom of my heart as I head home. Well, I open the book on composition. Wow. The store owner must have used this before. The book looks old and there's notes written where it seems difficult. I guess he wanted to communicate his feelings to me. He wants me to find a new path in music like he did before. Well, I can't slack off now. I'll be putting a lot more effort into music starting tomorrow. Nice. Alright. Is that the end? Totally not the end still. Alright. Hey, redo that part. No! Minori, can you play this part I wrote? Yeah, I'll try. We'll go to the bathhouse today and talk naked, Kotaro. Never made peace with you. Also a weird statement. You sure enthusiastic? Senpai talks to me while I take a rest. Is there anything about transferring abroad? I complained to my father. I told him I'd sell my identity, come back to Japan, and be with you under a different name if he sent me somewhere. That's some complaint. But there's a condition. I have to go abroad if I can't join orchestra by next year. You don't have to accept that. You just refuse to go abroad completely. That's not the point. What do you mean? I'm confident that I can do this, and I don't know if I can be serious unless I have some pressure. It's really fun right now to learn about music, so I think I can do this, and... What's to say? If I can't improve my practicing, I have to go abroad and study. I'll be glad if I can go to improve, but you'd have to come with me. Would your dad approve me going with you? It'd be a secret, of course. Jeez, you're really a ridiculous girl. But you do this to me, Ryuko. You have to take responsibility. Jeez, I guess words you say on the spot come back to haunt you. Even if it's a lie, a man can't come back on his word. Well, I'm with you too, so I'm fine with that. Thank you. But I guess you realize the true meaning of music as well. I don't know about that. Oh well, let's have fun for now while we do this. I'm not resting now, let's keep going. Yeah. I started to coach Corey, study composition in my free time, and started making music. Senpai started attending rehabilitation every day. On the day of her graduation, Senpai left the school with a big smile. She told me she'll come back to me someday. And a year has passed. Hey, you can't do such an inconsistent drum roll. No, you have to keep your rhythm. After getting trained by me every day, Corey's improved to the point where she can win in local competitions. I've taught her pretty much everything I can, and she's now training herself to improve on the skills I've taught her. Right now, she's enthusiastic about teaching the new members of the club. That shouldn't be a problem now, even after I graduate. I guess I can say I fulfilled one of my roles as a musician. Let's go to the arcade today, Kuro-san. What'll happen if I refuse? I'll break a mirror by your house and increase the possibility of an accident occurring. That's a crime. Fine, I'll go. Alright, let's do that game where we check our love by putting our hands on the crystal ball. How can you do something so embarrassing? Because I like you. I like Senpai, though. That's fine. I just like the time I spend with you, even if my love is unrequited. Oh well. Kotaro and Spelmi-chan have been doing something like this every day now. Kotaro and I haven't returned to being friends yet, but I've got his trust back. We still fight about Senpai, but I guess he secretly approves of us since I got Senpai back into music. I think friendship between guys can work like this as well. Spelmi-chan confessed to Kotaro that she likes him after Senpai motivated her, and she's been making moves on him ever since. Kotaro still likes Senpai, and it seems Spelmi-chan is forcing him to hang out with her, but I'm sure Spelmi-chan helped him get over the thing with Senpai. I haven't told him, but I think they make a great couple. How much of your music did you get done today? I'm already finished. I've already edited it too, so that's all. So all that's left is to play it. I've studied composition after that. I've studied why people can still go on even after they've seen someone better than them. I can see it now. A secret of music that needs to be investigated. As long as I can seek that music, I won't stop music. I think the song was really good. She'll probably like it, right? Yeah, I think I got all my emotion in there. Is Kori-chan going to play it? Well, she's the only one that can play the piano. I wish I could play it, but that's not my role. You look good right now. Can you make your lunch for you and cheer you on, okay? I don't want to go to the same college and work at the same place just to be together. If you want to be with me, get better at cooking. Oh, that's fine. I bought this new pressure cooker so I can cook rice like never before. You're putting your efforts in the wrong places. Yeah. Maybe return to being like this. Minori still likes me, but she's able to hang out with other guys now. This might have been good since it ended up increasing Minori's perspective. Minori's able to accept me and Senpai's relationship, and that's the best proof that she's brought her perspective. Oh, it's summer already. Yeah, guess you didn't know since you're working so hard. Then I'll go wait at the school gate now. Yeah, good luck. Seems you're saying that for many different reasons. Of course. Then I'll be going now. I walk out to the school gate. Cherry blossoms are blooming and the green leaves are showing that it's spring. It's the same time I sent Senpai off last year, and now... I finally did it, Ryukun. Congratulations, you finally did it. Senpai devoted herself to healing the wound and her arm completely healed. She suffered many times during rehab, but after she regained the ability to move her fingers, it was a piece of cake to show that she deserved to be a pro. But she must have really liked music to be able to develop most of her time to practice. Now she's been accepted into the biggest orchestra in Japan, which is what she's come to tell me today. Senpai might be seeing that thing the store owner was talking about. Ryukun, I'm glad I got to be with you and was able to continue music at the same time. I could never have done this without you. Me too, Senpai. I would have lost all hope in life if it wasn't for you. It's this that supported me. Raised my artificial hand up. This hand wasn't enough to get me back as a performer, but it was enough to get me fired up about music again. It taught me the importance of being involved in music, and it kept me from ever forgetting about you. Like you said before, it's not my arm that decides my future. But this arm gave me hope, and it was the source of my power when I tried to choose the right future. But you were able to realize that because we went alone. Yeah, probably. Wind hits my cheek and blows the Senpai's hair. Everyone's waiting for you. Let's go. Oh, are you done congratulating me now? Well, at least I finished with what I want to say. Oh, there's something else? Yeah. Then let's go. I still have to tell Senpai how I feel. Cheers come up as soon as we enter the room. Hello, everyone. Although I did come here a few days ago. Congratulations, Kashima-senpai. Kashima-senpai, you're amazing during the orchestra. You're working hard every day with Oni-chan. I didn't get myself involved in your steaming world. I can't forgive you about Rio, but I'll still congratulate you. Can't tell Senpai directly, but... Thank you. I heard the Ryukun is something else you wanted me to hear, but what is it? Oh, that's Corey's duty. Oh my, it's Corey-san. Corey's in charge of communicating, but it was Sakaguchi-senpai that came up with this. It sounds like an elaborate plan. I wanted to feel it rather than hear it in words. Can you start, Corey? Yes! Corey starts to hit the keys on the piano. This music that I made. Made it for you, Senpai. For me? This is what I want you to feel. This is a bit embarrassing, though. I know it's too romantic for me, but this is the only thing I can do as a musician. No, you don't need to feel ashamed. Huh? I can treasure the past I've shared with you when I hear this song. I feel like it's as if my pains are released and turned into happiness when I hear this song. Was I able to get to your heart? You understand what I wanted to say? Yes, I don't need to hear words. Senpai embraces me, even though everybody's looking. I can tell everybody's looking at us in surprise. I'd usually push her off because it's too embarrassing, but I can forgive her for now, right? It's embarrassing to say this, but words aren't the only way to communicate. So I want to know how Senpai's feeling through this action. Feelings are warm and strong and filled with hope and happiness. I think we're finally able to be connected by our hearts. Music is there along with happiness for both of us. The music itself might be an experience, but I believe the music holds its true meaning now. Nice, alright. Well, that went infinitely longer than I had anticipated there, but that's okay. I'll just have another super long episode here. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good route. Definitely liked it better than Minori's. It's like some actual character growth there for Ryo as well as for Yoshine. Yeah, it's nice to see them actually properly do something this time. So I'll be back soon with the next route, and until then, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.